Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Buenas tardes. Soy Don Esteban, el profesor de su clase. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Well, hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're keeping safe and everything like that. Not going out too much, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to give you a little lesson today on reviewing for your midterm. Now the story is that we're going to be putting that on Blackboard quite soon. And once I have that squared away, I will send you directions or a link for you to do that on Blackboard. And just do your best. It should work out, and it shouldn't be too complicated, okay? So hopefully everyone has access to a computer for that. If not, talk to me and we'll figure something out, okay? But that's the goal for that. That's the idea for that. And that will be early next week, probably Monday. Okay, folks? I want to do some review with you guys today. For example, we're going to be reviewing things like the verb ser. And I just realized something. This is looking as if it's a mirror. So let me try to figure that out. That's not going to work because, well, I don't know if it looks normal for you guys, but for me it looks like I wrote in a mirror. So let me try to figure that out. Anyway, okay. So first off, let's start off with some review, some greetings. Okay, I'm going to say some greetings in Spanish, and I want you guys to respond out loud as if you were having a conversation with a real Spanish speaker, okay? So start off easy. Repeat after me. Hola. And you would just say hola back, okay? Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás? Everybody. Estoy bien. Más o menos. Mal. Okay? ¿Cómo te llamas? How would you answer to that? ¿Cómo te llamas? If you answered me llamo and then your name, you are correct. ¿Dónde vives? Hopefully you would answer. Think about how you'd answer and say it out loud. ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? If you said vivo en and then wherever you live, that's correct. For example, I live here in Henrietta, so I would say vivo en Henrietta. Okay? If you live in Webster, you would say vivo en Webster. Muy bien. Okay, perfecto. ¿De dónde eres? Let's try the question. ¿De dónde eres? Repitan, por favor. ¿De dónde eres? Just like we did in class. ¿De dónde eres? Okay. Y para contestar, how would you answer? I'm from wherever. Soy de Webster or soy de Henrietta. Yo soy de Hilton. Okay, so you might say something like that. Muy bien. Okay, if you live in the city of Rochester, try it. Soy de la ciudad. Soy de Rochester. Muy bien. Okay, folks. Some of the other greetings we have. You getting to know people. You can say ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Okay, how would you answer? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Think about all of in chapter 1 we did those los datos básicos, los datos personales. Okay, so you would say my number is. Try it. Mi número es, and then you could say your number, right? 867-53-09, por ejemplo. Okay, usually 2 by 2. So you have 867-53-09. Remember that song I sang to you in class? 867-5309. There was a song in the 80s about that. So try it with me. Everybody say it with me. 867-53-09. Muy bien. You're going to want to review all your numbers, by the way, from the capítulo preliminar. Okay? You want to review all of those numbers. All right? If I were to say to you, okay, so we had buenos dias, buenas tardes. What would your greeting be in the evening? Okay, if you saw me at night walking around, what would you say? Okay, if you said buenas noches, you would be correct. Very good. By the way, one way to get around the whole good afternoon, good evening thing, if you're not sure, if it's around 5 or 6 p.m., try it. Buenas. Kind of late afternoon. One more time. Buenas. Okay, let's talk about some of the other things. Mucho gusto, you would say. Try it with me. El gusto es mío. Muy bien. Think about the video I showed you with the girl speaking to her professor and stuff, right? Everybody, mucho gusto. El gusto es mío. Okay, also if you're a guy, say it with me. Encantado. And if you're a female, change the O to an A, right? It's an adjective. Try everybody, all the women. Encantada. Muy bien, I can almost hear you. Okay, very good, very good. Muy bien. If you want to say the pleasure is all mine, try it everybody. El gusto es mío. El gusto es mío. Muy bien. Or likewise, I'm likewise happy to meet you. Everybody, igualmente. Igualmente. Muy bien. Very good. Okay. Let's talk about some pronouns. Let's talk about if you want to say I, try everybody yo. And then you, informal, would be tú. Very good. How about he? Él. She. Ella. How about you, formal? Usted. Okay. We, try everybody. Nosotros. How about if you're a group of women speaking? That's right. Nosotras. Okay, perfecto. You guys in Spain, try it. Starts with a V. Remember that one? Starts with a V. You guys in Spain? Vosotros. Okay, the V can sound like a B in Spanish. Try everybody. Vosotros. Perfecto. They. So you want to make él or ella plural, right? For they. Try everybody. Ellos. If it's a mixed group, mixed gender, or all men. One more time. Ellos. How about if it's all females? Try it. Ellas. Ellas. Muy bien. Or you plural? Try everybody. Ustedes. Now, this is the one you'd use in Latin America, right? Ustedes. Whereas in Spain, for you plural, you would say, that's right, vosotros. I was watching a speech from the King of Spain the other night on YouTube, and he was talking about he was addressing the nation, the Spanish nation, and he said, necesito la ayuda y el apoyo de todos vosotros. So he was saying, like, I need the help and the support of all of you plural. He used vosotros there. So addressing the nation, basically all of you plural, right? Vosotros. Okay? Muy bien. Anyway, that's only in Spain, though. So as we said, that's never going to be on your test. It's not going to be in your midterm, not going to be on the chapter tests or anything moving forward. Okay, folks, as you know, I'm not sure what you're seeing. Maybe someone can just let me know in the comments or shoot me an email. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this as normal or if you're seeing it backwards. I don't really know how to reverse this. To me, it looks like I'm looking in a mirror, but maybe for you, it looks normal. I don't know. But anyway, if this is normal, just let me know. But I put on the verb ser here, okay? I am. Try, guys, say it with me. Yo soy. Remember the joke I told you in class? What if soy milk is just regular milk introducing itself in Spanish? Try it. Soy. All right, you are. Try, everybody. Tú eres. Repeat after me. Tú eres. Okay, he, she, or you, él, ella, usted. S, this is letter ES, right? We are, try it. Somos. Now I skipped vosotros on here, but it would be sois. And then they are, or you plural. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, son. So I've got them in blue marker here. Try it. Let's say them all together. Soy, say it with me. Soy, eres, es, somos, son. One more time. Soy, eres, es, somos, son. So on the midterm, you might see something like nosotros blank norteamericanos, or nosotros blank estudiantes, or ellos blank estudiantes. You would pick the correct conjugation on here, okay? So either ser, whatever conjugation you would pick, and then on the midterm, obviously, you'd pick it's multiple choice. And again, I had it all copied, ready to go for you guys. I had the red Scantrons, everything ready to go, and then they canceled class on Monday. But whatever, it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do for the pandemic to help everybody, right? Anyway, so that's the verb ser. Let's see if you guys remember the verb to have. Does anyone remember that one? Starts with a T. ¿Cómo se dice? That's right. Tener. Say it with me, everybody. Tener. Let's do it out loud before I write it down, okay? Let's do the conjugations. I have. ¿Cómo se dice? Yo. That's right. Tengo. Say it with me, everybody. Tengo. Repeat after me. Yo tengo. Now remember, folks, the pronouns can be omitted, okay? So the yo, you can leave that off if you want to. You can just say tengo 19 años, tengo 20 años, however old you are, okay? So you can use tener for talking about your age, right? So hopefully you can read it there. Maybe, again, it might be normal for you guys, or it might be like it's in a mirror. I'm not really sure. But this is what it's a big learning curve for me teaching this way. But try, everybody. Tengo. Now, of course, this probably goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. If it's the first word of your sentence, make sure you have a capital T there, right? Tengo 20 años, just like how you normally would. Is it wrong if you say yo tengo 20 años? That's right. It is not wrong. It is not wrong to say yo tengo 20 años, but the yo is what we would say is extra or superfluous. It is not needed, okay? It is implied by the conjugation. So you just say tengo 20 años. You could also say tengo que estudiar. What do you think that means if you say tengo que estudiar? Or if I ask what's your excuse for leaving the house during a pandemic, you might say, tengo que trabajar. Maybe you have a job where you absolutely have to go to work. So, tengo que trabajar. Tengo que estudiar. Tengo que plus the infinitive, right? That means I have to do something, okay? So, tener que was to have to do something. I know we did this in chapter 1. Good review, though. All right, you have to do something. Try, everybody. Tienes. Say it with me. Tú tienes. Repeat after me. Repitan. Tú tienes. You might say to somebody, tienes que trabajar. Or I might say, ¿qué tienes en tu clase? ¿Qué tienes en tu casa? Pues en mi casa tengo una camiseta, tengo un sofá, tengo una gata. My cat is around here somewhere, okay? So ella duerme, está dormida. Tengo peces. I can give you a tour of my apartment. I have some fish. I have some guppies. Tengo peces. Tengo un tocador de DVD, so I can watch DVDs. Tengo una silla. Tengo una mesa. Tengo muchos libros. If you look over here, you can see I have a ton of books in my biblioteca personal. All right. Tengo muchos libros. Okay. So again, we use tener for all these things. Okay. LA usted, he or she has. Try everybody. Tiene. Repeat after me. Repitan. Tiene. Muy bien. We have, try it, tenemos. In Spain, try it, tenéis. And ellos es ustedes, do you remember? They have, or you plural have. Ellos es ustedes. That's right. Tienen. Say it with me, everybody. Tienen. Perfecto. So, once again, our verb tener. Tener is your infinitive. Try it. Let's run through it one more time. Tengo. Say it with me. Tengo. Tienes. Tiene. Tenemos. Tenéis. Tienen. Okay? Or tener que plus infinitive to show what you have to do. Tengo que estudiar. Muy bien. Another brief review about AR verbs. And we began talking about ER verbs, IR verbs. So after Monday, let's say starting on Wednesday, we'll really get into chapter 3. All right? But you have verbs like comer, escribir, vivir, all these ER verbs, IR verbs. We also have that verb ir to go. So we'll be moving forward with those next week. Okay? Anyway, if you have an AR verb, though, obviously you drop off the ending, right? And you tack on the endings. See if you could do it without before I show you. Yo ends in O. Very good. Say it with me, everybody. Hablo. Repeat after me. Hablo español un poco. Okay. Or tomar. Try it. Tomo. You might say something like tomo 4 clases, tomo 5 clases. I'm going to ask you, ¿cuántas clases tomas este semestre? What am I asking you if I say that? ¿Cuántas clases tomas? How many classes are you taking? How about he or she? Anyone remember? He or she ends in A. Try everybody. Toma or habla. I apologize. I did not do this one in another color, but you can see how it goes. O, as, a, amos, ais, and an. Oops, I forgot. Vosotros. I'm not going to worry about that one. It ends in AIS. Don't worry about that one. Okay? So he or she takes. Try everybody. Toma. LA usted toma una clase. Mi amigo habla español. Mi amiga habla inglés. Mi amiga habla italiano. All right. I have a friend who speaks a bit of Italian now. Her name is Molly, so I would say Molly. Notice I could use her name instead of ella, right? I could use the proper noun. I could say Molly habla italiano un poco, porque su novio es italiano. If you remember, we started a little bit with chapter 3. We talked about the possessives. Here, the su means her, like her boyfriend is named Alessio, and anyway, so she speaks Italian because her boyfriend is Italian. Okay, so mi amiga Molly, ella habla italiano un poco porque su novio es italiano. Okay, nosotros here we have amos, amos. Try everybody, amos. Repeat after me. Hablamos, tomamos. How about if you have the verb nadar? Remember, N-A-D-A-R. Nadar. N-A-D-A-R. Nadar. ¿Cómo se dice we swim? What would it be? Nadamos. Okay, very good. That's right. All right, then we have vosotros would be nadáis. Don't worry about that one. Ellos, ustedes, they swim would be nadan. How about they take? Take tomar. Drop off your ending. T-O-M is your root. Try everybody. Toman. They speak. Say it with me. They speak. Go ahead and say your answer. They speak. Ellos. That's right. Hablan. Mis estudiantes hablan español un poco. ¿Verdad? Okay, so again, just to recap for those AR verbs, you drop off your ending and you stick on those other endings, right? O, as, a, amos, ais, and an. This is going to be true for all those verbs that we saw in chapter 2. I want you to review your vocab before you take the midterm. All the vocab lists for chapter 2 and chapter 1, and also all the stuff from the preliminary chapter, okay? So on your midterm, you're going to see stuff like that. Okay. You might see something like, I don't know, tu blank un poco de chino. You speak a bit of Chinese, right? So you would pick, what would your answer be, everybody? Tu blank chino. It'd be, let's just say you have some choices. You have habla, hable, hablar, and then hablas. Which one would it be? Obviously, choice D for hablas, ending in AS, right? Say it with me, everybody, hablas. Muy bien. Okay, very good. You want to review all of your stuff with the articles. Basically, if it's masculine singular, say it with me, el. So, the, right? ¿Cómo se dice the book? That's right, el libro. Think back to vocab lists in the preliminary chapter. The table, I have a table here, la, the table, try everybody, la mesa. All right. Over here, I have a chair, right? Say it with me, everybody, la silla. All right, one more time, la silla. Perfecto. I'm talking to you on la computadora, if it's feminine, singular, right? The girl, so, okay, the boy was el chico. What would be the girl? That's right, la chica. The plural, let's make it plural. Los chicos, the boys or the guys. And then feminine plural, the girls would be las chicas. That's right. So, again, definite article. Really important to review all that in chapter 1. But we have el for masculine singular, and then los for masculine plural, and then la for feminine singular, and then las for feminine plural. Okay? You want to review all those exceptions, especially. Think about those words ending in, especially MA or TA, that are Greek origin words that are ending in A, but they're still masculine. So repeat after me, everybody. El planeta, say it with me. El planeta, el problema, el idiota, el idioma for language, right? Cuantos, hence the masculine plural, right? Cuantos idiomas hablas? You could say hablo 2 o 3 idiomas. I speak 2 or 3 languages, right? Theme or topic, el tema, right? That's another one. Words ending in A tend to be feminine, but not all of them. So those are some of the exceptions, right? El idioma, el idiota, el planeta, el tema, el problema. All right. Some of the typical feminine endings, if you might remember, are, A, obviously, also IA, Sion, CION, or SION, DAD, like La Universidad, is, like la crisis. This would be una crisis, right? We have la tesis, things like this ending in is. Okay. Also umbre, not very common, but you see a few of these. La costumbre, la muchedumbre. Okay, we have a few of these words ending in umbre, which are always feminine. Okay. Back to masculine, if I could. The acronym I gave you for the final letter to determine if a word is masculine, generally speaking, is loner, right? So L-O-N-E-R, if that's the final letter, it's probably going to be masculine, right? Say it with me, everybody. El papel, el chico, el libro, el pan, el avión, el camión. That's the word for truck, right? Try guys, el camión, C-A-M-I-O-N, right? Words ending in E, they can kind of go either way, but they tend to be masculine, right? If you remember the word for student desk, try it with me, everybody. El pupitre. Okay, so those words ending in E tend to be masculine. They're almost always masculine. El profesor, el instructor. Before I was a full-time professor, I was an instructor, right? El instructor. And then sometimes you can make them feminine by adding an A, right? La instructora, la profesora. Some of those nationality ones that you should review. Francés becomes, ¿cómo se dice French for a woman? She would be una francesa. Let me go back to articles if I could. Indefinite articles. Sorry to go out of order, but indefinite articles. We have un, if it's masculine singular, right? Un libro, un chico, un profesor. So un profesor, right? Feminine, try it. Una chica, una mujer, una profesora, una instructora, ¿verdad? Masculine plural, unos. Say it with me, unos. So I have more than one book, right? So unos libros, ¿verdad? Aquí tengo un lápiz, pero también tengo, of course I don't have more than one here, but let's pretend this is a pencil. Unos lápices. Try it, everybody, unos lápices. Okay? Un bolígrafo, and I could say unos bolígrafos, whatever, okay? These are markers, but you get the idea, right? Oh, for that matter, marcador ends in R. What do you think it's going to be, masculine or feminine? That's right. El marcador. Say it with me. El marcador. Muy bien. Plural, los marcadores. If the word ends in a consonant, make sure you add an es, right? You know this already. El papel, los papeles. El profesor, los profesores. If the word ends in a vowel, though, just simply add an s, right? El chico, los chicos, la chica, las chicas. El estudiante, los estudiantes. You get the idea, okay? So yeah, make sure you review all those words that are in your book, especially having to do with, for example, things in the classroom, things from the preliminary chapter, all the articles, numbers. If you see e or más, it means more. So if I were to say to you, ¿Cuánto es 6 más 12? 6 plus 12, right? 18. Okay? So 6 más 12 son 18, por ejemplo, for example, right? If you're calling on the phone and you want to imagine you have a landline and you're calling and you say, puedo hablar con María, por favor. Her abuela might say, no, lo siento, María no, would it be no es aquí or no está aquí? Okay, some of you know that the verb estar is for location. We have a little rhyme, how you feel or where you are, always use the verb estar, right? So María no está. Say it with me, everybody. María no está. Repitan. María no está. Muy bien. So that's for location, right? If someone's not home. So yeah, we talked about tener que, all of your AR verbs, tener and ser. Very important to review all those. Muy importante. Okay. All your verbs, I think you should be doing pretty well with those. So just make sure you review all your verbs and your grammar a little bit. In terms of adjectives, if you have an adjective like guapo, that would be describing one male. So you could say something like, Nick Jonas es guapo, right? But if you think that Taylor Swift is good looking, then what would you say? You'd say Taylor Swift es, say it with me, Taylor Swift es guapa, right? Repeat after me, guapa. Again, then if you have plural, right? Like los hermanos, if you're saying the Jonas brothers, right? Los hermanos Jonas son guapos. So that'd be os ending because it's masculine plural. In fact, for that matter, if it's a mixed gender group as well, guapos. But if you have a group of females, they would be guapas, right? Say it with me, guapas. So I'm going back here with my reference for a while, but the Spice Girls, it was an all-female group, right? Guapas, son guapas. You could say son rubias, simpáticas, delgadas, talentosas, whatever you want to say about them, okay? Also, feminine plural. How would you say that? Because they were English, right? Inglesas. Say with me, everybody. Inglesas. So the Spice Girls. By the way, I have to get a more recent all-female group for my references for pop culture. So if you have a good suggestion that's more recent than the Spice Girls, let me know. I shouldn't be stuck in the 90s for my references. That's why I adapted it for Nick Jonas for you guys. Okay, muy bien. Just be glad I'm not talking about like Bruce Springsteen or something. Okay, some of you are home at like okay boomer. Anyway, all right. So one thing to remember with all those adjectives, if it ends in E, like inteligente, it's not going to change for gender, right? So inteligente could be describing anybody. Same thing for the ista words, right? Optimista, pesimista, idealista, whatever you want to have. Those ones are ending in ista or the letter E, like inteligente, not changing for gender, okay? If you have, again, those words ending in a few of them ending in a consonant, add an A. Trabajador, hardworking. Then it would be for female. If your sister is really hardworking, you could say, mi hermana es muy trabajadora. Say it with me, everybody. Trabajadora. Muy bien. Again, just like the nationality ones, right? Inglés, inglesa, francés, francesa, alemán. How would you describe Angela Merkel? Okay, Angela Merkel, in case you don't know, she is the chancellor, kind of like the president, the chancellor of Germany. Okay, she's German, she's very hardworking, she's intelligent, and let's just say realistic, okay? So you'd say Angela Merkel es, repeat after me for each of these. Alemana, and then hardworking, trabajadora, responsable, now this one ends in E for everybody, it doesn't change. Intelligent, ella es muy inteligente, optimista, pesimista, realista. I think she's a realistic person. Say it with me, everybody. Realista. Capitalista. She's not in favor of communism, to my knowledge. So try it, everybody. Capitalista. Capitalista. This could be true for President Trump or for Angela Merkel or for any person who's a capitalist, right? This ista ending is not going to change for gender, as you know. In terms of gustar, let's review our indirect object pronouns with that. Okay, tell me the pronoun that goes along with it. I like something. A mí, for example, I like the color blue, as you can see from my shirt, right? A mí el color blue, el color azul, which is singular, right? A mí me gusta. Okay, I like to sing. I sing in a choir. So a mí me gusta cantar. Notice how I'm using with the infinitive cantar. All right, a mí me gusta cantar. How about you like it? How if you're talking to your friend who likes to dance? You'd say a ti. Now I'm mouthing it for you. Say it again. You like to dance. A ti te gusta. Say it with me, everybody. Te gusta. Now you can say a ti te gusta cantar y bailar. We have a couple people in class who are of Dominican background. Say you're addressing Soleil. Remember Soleil? So it's up front. She's Dominican. Ella es dominicana. So let's imagine you're talking to her. She's your friend in class, and you want to say, oh, you like to sing and dance merengue music, right? You could say, a ti te gusta bailar y cantar merengue. Okay? So you like it. You're addressing her directly. Now, if we're going to say third person, she likes it. What's it going to be, everybody? A ella or a Soleil? What's our pronoun for she likes it or he? Say it with me. Le gusta. Okay, he or she likes it. One more time. Le gusta. Okay, muy bien. We like it. Try it. Nos gusta. A nosotros, if you want to use the stress pronoun along with it. A nosotros nos gusta. You could say a nosotros nos gusta patinar y nadar. Okay, we like to swim and we like to go ice skating. Right, patinar. Okay. In Spain, don't worry about it, but it'd be a vosotros os gusta. Okay, they like it. A ellos les gusta, or ustedes les gusta. So I might be asking you guys a question. ¿Les gusta aprender español así? Do you like to learn Spanish this way? I know I prefer to be in the traditional classroom setting, but whatever. It is what it is, right? So I might say, again, a ustedes les gusta, okay? Les gusta mirar este video. Les gusta ver programas en Netflix. A ustedes les gusta mirar una lección en YouTube, okay, en vez de ir a clase. Maybe maybe you like to learn this way or like watching videos. So again, since I'm addressing all of ustedes, right, the pronoun is les. Now the only stress pronouns that are different, a mí, mi accent, right, a mí me gusta, and a ti, a ti te gusta. All the others are going to be the same, okay? A ella le gusta. You could also have someone's name, right? You could say, I don't know, a Rodrigue le gusta cocinar, right? He likes to cook. So, a Rodrigue or a él le gusta, okay? No change of pronouns there, right? We like it again was what? Do you remember what we like it? Nos gusta. That's right. Os gusta, and then a ellos or ustedes les gusta, okay? So make sure you review your notes and everything in the textbook about gustar. Okay. In terms of the culture, I can't give it away too much, but just review all the notes that we took about the culture and review those readings. I know in class I talked about Alfonso X. We talked about some of the major Latino groups in the USA, so you want to make sure you kind of study all that, especially all the groups that are really big. Think about the group that's out west. Which group would be really popular in Cuba? What do you think? Would it be Puerto Ricans or Cuban Americans? Okay, if you said Cubans or Cuban Americans, that would be right. A lot of them live in an area called Little Havana or La Pequeña Havana. And let's see. They call it Calle Ocho. We talked about this in class. I showed you the video. Calle Ocho, 8th Street. And then we also have a lot of people around the Rochester area who are from PR. What is it? Puerto Rico. That's right. Rochester is the second largest in the state in terms of numbers of Puerto Ricans. So we have a large Puerto Rican population up here. Now, true or false? Or let me ask you this. What kind of passport do Puerto Ricans need to come up here to the mainland? If someone from Puerto Rico says, I want to go live in Rochester, New York, and live near my relatives and stuff, what kind of passport do they need? What kind of documentation do they need? Trick question. Why? ¿Por qué? They are already what? That's right. They are all already U.S. citizens. They're already citizens of the U.S. By virtue of being born in Puerto Rico, they are automaticamente U.S. citizens. Okay. We talked a little bit about the New York Poets Cafe. They have poetry jams down there. New York City is a huge, huge hub for Puerto Rican life in the U.S. One term you'll hear is New Yorican sometimes, like for people like J-Lo. All right. So especially here in the Northeast, you'll have a lot of people from Puerto Rico. But yeah, in the Southwest, out west, you have a lot of Mexican Americans, a lot of, you also have the word Chicanos, especially for people who have been here for a couple generations, or let's just say more than 2 or 3 generations. So say it with me, Chicanos. Some of the famous celebrities we talked about in class are Carlos Santana, and there's an actress, I'm not sure if you guys know who she is, but she was in the show Desperate Housewives. She played Gabby, and that is, anyone know? Her name is, I'm blanking on it right now, but I know it's in the book. Oh my gosh, what the heck is her name? Anyway, it's in the book. um, I'll think of it in a second. Anyway, she's a really famous actress. She used to be married to a basketball player from France, actually, Tony Parker. And it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I'll think about it. I'll think of it. Anyway, these folks have been, they would be known as Chicanos because they've been in the U.S. for a long time. Okay, their family. And anyway, you also have Cesar Millan, I guess it might be pronounced Millan, but Millan. He's the dog whisperer guy. You also have people like, oh yeah, I just thought of her name, Eva Longoria. There we go, Eva Longoria. Your book talks about Albert Pujols is a baseball player from the Dominican Republic. A lot of baseball players are really from especially the Dominican Republic. That's a country that loves the baseball players. I used to do volunteer work down there. I think I told you guys about this. And we used to bring baseballs for the kids because whereas in other countries, soccer is king, right? Like in Nicaragua or Spain or Mexico or Argentina or all over South America. In Dominican Republic, they're all about baseball, right? So el baseball es muy popular. You have a lot of Dominican baseball players who are very famous. You had Sammy Sosa, they called him Big Papi. He retired a couple years ago from the Red Sox from Boston. But yeah, you have Albert Pujols, so he would be Deportista, Atletico, uh, uh, maybe Delgado. You wouldn't say Gordo for him though, I don't think. But anyway, you get the idea, right? You also have I'm blanking on her name, but Zoe Saldana. She is Dominican and Puerto Rican background. So she would be delgada, guapa, simpática, muy famosa. She's a very famous actress these days. Or actor, I guess you're supposed to say actor for everybody these days. But es una actriz, in Spanish, una actriz muy famosa, Latina, guapa, delgada, simpática, inteligente. So there again, inteligente. See how I didn't change the E at the end. It stays the same. Right, folks? All right. You might want to read over all those little cultural things about Spanish, but it's a very important language worldwide. We talked about how it's basically in the same form as it has been since 1492 when Columbus brought the language to the New World. And then there was El Imperio Español, the Spanish Empire, which was pretty bad. But in terms of just all those things about the Spanish language, especially in chapter 1, you want to make sure you review all that stuff. That will be on your midterm, okay? Or possibly could be on there. It's fair game for the midterm. Then, folks, there's a little reading, which I can't tell you very much about, but as long as you study vocabulary, you should be okay with that. So again, in summary, the midterm will probably be on Blackboard. We're thinking very soon, probably by early next week, by Monday or Tuesday at the very latest. I will see you in class here on Zoom at Monday at 11, okay? If you're having a hard time figuring that out, shoot me an email and I will try to help you out. But if you do Zoom, you should be able to do it no problem. You can download it. It's a free app, okay? And my number on Zoom is 645-387-0680. But más importante, even more important, on Monday is your Spanish 101 meeting. All right, so this is your Zoom meeting ID. Make sure you all write this down and keep it somewhere prominent, okay? 247-632-207. I'll say it again. 247-632-207. Okay? That will be your meeting ID. So when you log in Monday morning at 10:59 or whatever, You can actually, I set it so you can log in before I even get there if you want to. You guys can go ahead and log in. Let's just say right at 11 anyway on Monday. And I would probably log in a few minutes early just to say hi and whatnot. And basically, I think we'll start with chapter 3 a little bit. We'll talk for a few minutes about what we're going to do going forward, see how everybody's doing. I'll probably do a recap of some of the new stuff in chapter 3. Nothing too crazy, though, the first day with this format. And I might even do a bit of grammar review. I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. Okay. And then it'll be a recurring meeting Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at our usual class time. I'm going to have my usual office hours, so you can disregard what I said the other day about this. My usual office hours will just go back to how they normally were, but on Zoom. So this will be, let's see, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays from 10 to 11, right before your class. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 2. Okay? So once again, it'll be the same office hours that I had before. Okay? It's just that now my office was going to be basically on here on Zoom. Okay? So again, the meeting code that you can put in Monday morning at 11, 247-632-207. And then what I will do is I'm going to supplement it going forward with these lessons on YouTube. And you could easily watch these. And usually I will give you a little bit of a little Easter egg or a nugget, possibly sometimes for extra credit, a little assignment that I want you to do and send me to show me that you're watching these videos. Okay? Let me grab my textbook. I'm going to take El Libro. Hold on just 1 second. So if you watch this entire video, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra credit point, okay? Turn in your Libro, turn in your textbook to page 21. We have Presentaciones, Activity 3 on page 21, okay? So here it is, right here. It has introductions, Presentaciones. Go ahead and just jot down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a whole list of articles that are good for review, okay? So I'll do the first one as an example, okay? So, Señora Oliveros, quiero presentarle a la señorita Martínez. Un placer. ¿Dónde vive usted? She would respond, vivo en la calle Colón, en la colonia Robles. So if you're doing this on your paper, or even just typing it out for me, you would write, number 1, you would write la, la, la. Do you see how we have 3 la's for those spaces? La, la, la. Okay? So I want you to do just whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you think would go in those spots that way, and just shoot me an email with those answers from page 21, activity 3, just the missing articles. A couple of them, looks like one of them is an indefinite article, un or una. One of them is blank. You could put an X, or a couple, no, it looks like 2 of them are blanks actually. You could put an X for those, but just do your best with this. But basically show me that you watched this video, and I will give you a little bit of extra credit. Going forward, though, I might embed some things for actual credit in the videos, so to encourage you to watch these. Okay? So, folks, thanks for watching. Just review as well as you can. I realize none of this is ideal, but hey, we're going to get through it together. Again, I will have my trusty whiteboard, and we will get through it. And hopefully this will be a good review for you. And just shoot me an email and let me know how you're doing with this. And I will talk to you real soon. Okay? Thanks a lot. Hasta luego. Gracias. Adios. Ciao.